What's going on, everybody? It's just another day in the kitchen, back with another episode, and today we're talking about the already controversial upcoming Nike Air Force One Tiffany & Co collab. Now, if you're not familiar, these sneakers are going to be retailing for $400 when they release later this year, and it's got people up in arms already, so stay tuned so we can take a look at it and see exactly what's going on. Now, as you can see from some of the images that have been rolling in the background, the New York Times has already begun the rollout with this ad that was placed in the newspaper for these Tiffany sneakers. This is a big deal because the brand has been around since 1837, and despite the 2005 release of the Nike Dunk Tiffany SB Diamond collab, that wasn't actually an official collab, and we're going to talk a little bit about that later. Now, these are the first images of the upcoming Nike Air Force One Tiffany collab. In general, it's just a black Nike Air Force One with some features that are altered, and you guys are going to see that in some pictures here shortly. The actual swoosh itself, as well as the heel, are a little bit altered. They have just the actual Tiffany blue colorway, and the reason why these are so iconic is just because nobody actually gets to use that Tiffany blue. As you can see on the soles here, we have a little bit of blue action as well, but overall the sneaker itself does not have a whole lot going on. Now, one unique feature to these Nike Air Force One Tiffany's are the actual tongues themselves. Now, I think it's neat that they did, embroider this patch here with the Tiffany logo. I don't know that there's necessarily anything else more they could have done with the tongue, perhaps using the, color for the stitching, the Tiffany blue, but there's not a whole lot going on with the sneaker, like I said, and next we're going to go ahead and actually take a look at the back here. Now, this little sterling silver piece that's on the back right here is exactly why I believe this sneaker retails for so much. Again, $400. Tiffany is known for their work with sterling silver, so you are going to get a little bit of that with the sneaker itself. The actual weight, we don't have a confirmation whether how many grams or whatever, but yeah, that's the actual biggest piece of the collab, I would say, when it comes to these Nike Air Force Ones. Now, one piece of the sneaker I think was a definite missed opportunity with regards to this collab and its potential was the actual lace clip right here. I think instead of using whatever that is right there, they could have definitely benefited from having, a little nice sterling silver Tiffany piece. Like even on regular pairs of Air Force Ones, they come with that little metal Nike thing. So I think that that's just a missed opportunity, and I think that they definitely could have included that, especially for this $400 retail. Now, with that being said, unfortunately, that's really all there is to the sneaker collab. Like I said, I feel like it's a missed opportunity. I think it's cool that you get three different lace sets with the, of course, Tiffany blue. It looks like we get a nice yellow and a clean pair of neutral white laces as well. But again, the sneaker just feels kind of underwhelming, if that makes sense. And in just a second, I'm going to show you what the original Diamond collab looked like in 2005 here. Now, these iconic Nike SB Dunk Tiffany's were released in 2005 and were a collaboration with Diamond Supply Co. Nikki Diamonds, if you don't know, super iconic in the streetwear scene, but he wanted to use a colorway that you never saw, which was, of course, the Tiffany Blue. Now, for everybody that's too young to remember, these were like the grail sneaker before all of the hype stuff really started coming out. And as you can see, the resale market price reflects that. Most sizes are like $2,000 and above, with the most recent sale on StockX going for $3,000. And we actually have a quote here from Nikki himself where he says, "It's cool Nike is working with luxury brands and Tiffany. It's a simple and clean wearable take on the Air Force One. I like black nubuck and I'd wear them." Now, personally, I think Nikki's being a little bit humble because his sneaker just looks so much better. And I want to know what your guys' thoughts and opinions are. So let me know in the comments if you agree. And do you think that Nike kind of is underwhelming with this whole collab, or did they do it just right? And one thing I want to mention that I think is important with regards to the history of the collabs here is although Tiffany is, from 1837, they actually tried to get with the times recently. In 2021, they did an official collab with Supreme, and as you can see, these are some of the pieces. They actually had their own box logo, which is pretty dope. The packaging came with, the signature white ribbon as well as that Tiffany's blue logo. So this isn't the first time that Tiffany is trying to kind of dip their foot into the new kind of hipper market. But again, I don't think the execution was all there with this one. So with all this being said, I wanted to drop the mic and lend the floor to you guys. If you made it this far, let me know what your opinion is and your thoughts in the comments. Do you think that these sneakers are worth $400? Again, I think the main selling point and the reason why they are so expensive is because of that little piece of sterling silver that's on the back, as you guys can see here. But personally, I don't think that they're worth 400, even if I had it like that. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know which one you guys prefer more, the originals from 2005, the Dunks, or these upcoming Air Force Ones. And another thing, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Your boy's been grinding. I have a lot of dope content planned as well as podcasts. So thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for always watching. Stay safe, and thanks for cooking with the kitchen. Peace.